Good day, everyone. So today we will be presenting on adsorption-based wastewater treatment, specifically focusing on how to use activated carbon to remove heavy metals from contaminated water. And this topic is part of our ECH 3126 unit operation cost. Our members consist of 4 people. First, we have Amira Najiha binti Muhammad Sari, 229330, Nur Ifa Zarifah binti Ruhaizas, 230277, Nur Adibah Husna binti Zakaria, 228127, and me, Siti Nohaira binti Kamaluddin, 228158. Let's begin with the problem. So, we know that industrial effluents discharge severe heavy metals that permanently damage environment. And today our target toxin that we are addressing is lead, chromium, and zinc. All are common pollutants from industrial effluents. So first, we have water contamination. Factories discharge heavy metals into rivers and lakes. This will poisoning the vital water source for us. And second, we have human health risks. So these toxins don't just disappear. They bioaccumulate in the food chain and eventually causing severe illness such as kidney damage, neurological disorder, and even cancer. And lastly, destroyed biodiversity. So aquatic ecosystem will suffer devastating losses with fish and other organisms unable to survive in toxic environment. So the issue is not just chemical, it's ecological and human. Now, here is the key concept. Many people confuse between absorption and adsorption. So, in absorption, the targeted pollutants completely penetrates into the interior bulk structure of the liquid or solid matrix, meaning it's like a water soaking up into a sponge. While adsorption, our actual technology, the heavy metals ion attached directly to the surface area of the porous solid material without internal volume swelling, meaning the molecules simply stick to the surface of the adsorbent. So activated carbon works because it has enormous surface area filled with pores, and this will give heavy metal ions plenty of sites to attach. So the process is not about soaking, it's about sticking, and that distinction is what makes adsorption such a powerful technology for wastewater treatment.
Now I will explain the adsorbent used in this wastewater treatment process, which is activated carbon. So activated carbon is often called a high-tech sponge because it has millions of microscopic pores on its surface. So these tiny pores create an extremely large surface area for capturing pollution. So in fact, a small amount of activated carbon can have a surface area comparable to a football field. So these pores act like a maze that trap heavy metal ions such as lead, chromium, and zinc from wastewater. So as the contaminated water flow through the adsorption column, the pollutants come into contact with the activated carbon surface and become attached to it. So another advantage of activated carbon is that it is cost effectively widely available and can be modified to improve its ability to remove specific contaminants. So this makes it one of the most commonly used adsorbents in industrial wastewater treatment. Okay, next let's look how the adsorption process actually works. Okay, the process begins when industrial wastewater containing heavy metals enter the absorption column. So at this stage, the wastewater is still contaminated and contains harmful pollutants. So the pollutants molecule then move through the water and travel towards the activated carbon pores. So this movement occurs through diffusion, where the molecule move from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. So once they reach the activated carbon surface, they continue to diffuse into the pore works. So inside the pores, the heavy metal ion attached to active site on the activated carbon surface through adsorption. So this is the key step where the contaminants are removed from the wastewater. And then finally, after most of the heavy metal have been captured, clean and treated water leave the absorption column. As a result, the concentration of pollution is significantly reduced, making the water much safer for discharge or reuse. So in simple terms, Activated carbon act like a highly efficient filter that capture harmful pollutants while allowing clean water to pass through.
So now I will explain on how adsorption in wastewater treatment not only solve industrial challenges but also directly support UN Sustainable Development Goals (SDG). So firstly, it will support SDG 3, good health and well-being. This is because adsorption in wastewater treatment will prevent harmful toxins and heavy metals from entering the food chain. So by capturing pollutants, we can reduce risk of diseases such as cancer and neurological disorders and other health impacts. Next, it can also support SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. This is because adsorption is one of the most effective ways to purify industrial wastewater. Materials like activated carbon can remove dyes, pesticides, and also pharmaceuticals, making the water safe for use. Lastly, we have SDG 14, life below water. By stopping toxic runoffs from reaching rivers and ocean, adsorption protects aquatic ecosystem, and cleaner water means there is healthier fish population and also preserve biodiversity.
Next, although this technology is very effective in removing the pollutants, it also has some important limitations. One of it is the saturation problem, because over time, the adsorbent materials become fully saturated because it keeps absorbing contaminants continuously. Once it reaches 100% saturation, it can no longer remove pollutant effectively. So the material is not replaced or treated properly, the trapped toxin may leak back into the water and cause the secondary pollution. So monitoring and maintenance are very important here. Another limitation is the cost of the maintenance. After the saturation occurs, the adsorbents must either be chemically regenerated or completely replaced. So chemical regeneration requires additional chemicals, energy and equipment, while replacement increase the material cost. Because of this, industry may face high long-term operational expenses, especially when treating large volume of wastewater continuously. However, despite these challenges, our recommendation is still to adopt this technology with pre-treatment. This means the wastewater should first undergo a preliminary treatment step before entering the adsorption process. Pre-treatment helps reduce the pollutant load, allowing the adsorbent to last longer and lowering the maintenance cost. In addition, this technology works best as a polishing step, which means it is used in the final stage of treatment to remove the remaining trace contaminants and achieve very low residual concentration. The evidence supporting this recommendation includes its high affinity for pollutants, meaning it can remove contaminants very effectively even at low concentration. It is also offers flexibility in material selection because different adsorbent materials can be chosen depending on the type of wastewater and contaminants involved. In conclusion, the adsorption process stands out as one of the most effective and versatile technologies we have for advanced wastewater treatment. Its ability to target and remove stubborn pollutants like heavy metals provide a powerful solution to industrial water contamination. I think that's all from us. Thank you so much for your time and attention.